Welcome back. Texans Care for Children has its annual awards luncheon coming up this Friday, March 27th. Here to tell us more about this nonprofit org and how it supports kids is CEO Stephanie Ruben. Stephanie, hello.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Texans Care for Children, tell us a little bit about the organization and how y'all got started.
So the organization got started over 40 years ago. It was a small organization, mostly volunteers, and we've built it into a children's advocacy powerhouse at the Capitol, and we are trying to help policymakers make the best decisions possible for the benefit of kids and families in Texas.
So what I hear when you say those words is that you're doing a lot of your own research, or you're gathering people who do, and you are bringing information to the policymakers. Does that sound right?
Absolutely. I mean, first and foremost, we're talking to parents about what they need most and what struggles they're having in getting access to the programs their kids need. And we're communicating that to policymakers, but we're also adding research, we're testifying at the Capitol, we are lobbying, we're meeting with the governor's office and agencies, and we talking to the media, and we want information to get to our Capitol leaders so they make good decisions for kids, and also are hearing really what parents need most.
And speaking of what parents need most, can you give me a snapshot of what parents have been saying to you guys maybe over the course of the last year? Are there fewer resources? I know the struggle with money has gotten tighter and tighter. What are you hearing?
Well, we're hearing a lot about struggles to get food on the table, to get access to affordable quality childcare. Access to health care is another big one. And we're also hearing a lot more about mental health, that both parents and kids are struggling to get access to the mental health care they need. And those are all issues we're working very seriously on this year.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I know it is an epidemic, especially for our younger people.
Yeah.
Those numbers are increasing in ways that are really quite scary. So
Right.
I'm glad that you guys are working on this. Let's talk about the services that you offer. So, how does a parent get in touch with you? How do you guys talk to families? That sort of thing.
Yeah, we work with community partners to try to find parents willing to tell their stories.
Okay.
But people can always go on our website, txchildren.org, and communicate with us. In addition, we do survey research, we do focus groups, we talk to providers who are working with parents directly. And as you know, local organizations who are doing great work for families, many of them have wait lists. They want to serve more families, and the way to really make that happen is policy work at the state level, so we can scale up those good programs and they can serve more families in need.
Okay, incredible work that you guys do. You wanted to tell me a story. You said childcare is something people really are interested in hearing about. Talk to me about how big the need is when we talk about your services.
Well, ask any family who's trying to work and get their kids educated and off safely to, somewhere during the day, and childcare is a big challenge for people. It's either maybe they found a program they like, but they can't afford it, or there's a waiting list. And in fact, statewide, for the Child Care Scholarship Program, which serves lower income families who are trying to find work and stay employed, there's a waiting list of, it varies between 80,000 to 95,000 families statewide.
Wow.
And that's for eligible families. So there are other families that would love that scholarship who aren't eligible. So last session, actually a couple sessions in a row, but last session, we and partners made a big play, a big ask of our Capitol leaders to invest $100 million in the Child Care Scholarship Program. And it was sort of iffy all session. We fought really hard for it, and by the end, they approved that $100 million.
Wow.
Which means thousands of families are getting access to quality childcare this year as a result of that investment.
It gives me goosebumps to see the proof in the pudding like that, when you know so many people deserve and need the help, and they're reaching their two hands out.
Absolutely.
And to be able to reach back out and say, we've got you. That's
Right.
amazing.
Right, and it's really good for kids too, because they're going to an early childhood program that's going to help them thrive, in addition to parents being able to get to work.
And we want readiness at all levels. We want
Exactly.
kids ready to go to kindergarten, ready to be in the classroom, that sort of
Exactly.
thing. That's amazing. Okay, you have your annual gala coming up. I talked about that off the top. Talk
Yep.
to us about what we can expect, because it's actually a luncheon during the day.
It's a luncheon. We bring together about 400 to 500 people. They're business leaders, philanthropists, librarians, judges, teachers, everybody who cares about advocating for Texas kids. And we will honor 2 local leaders who are amazing, Veranda Durden and Dr. Louis Appel. And they will talk about what drives them, but also why policy work has really helped the populations they serve. And we will have a raffle, and it's a great, very hopeful event at a time when people hear a lot of bad news and are very worried, but we've shown we can make progress, and collectively, that's the only way we can do it.
Dr. Appel and Veranda, they come from different sides
Yes.
of, the field when it comes to attacking, improving the health and wellness of our kids. Can you just give me a quick background on both of them?
Sure. Veranda Durden was somebody who was a leader in the state agency years ago, and now she's the director of Any Baby Can, which is a wonderful local program. They also would love to serve more kids and families, but state resources are a barrier for them. In addition, Dr. Louis Appel is at People's Community Clinic. He's a former leader of the Texas Pediatric Society. He is an incredible spokesperson for what families, how to improve the health of kids and make sure that they flourish. And we're really excited to honor both of them.
Kind of groundbreaking in that way. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful to have them both there. I'm emceeing the event, by the way, everybody, just in case you're interested in coming. You will see my face there. So for folks who are watching, tickets are still available.
Tickets are available. We would love people to come. If you can't come, you can still support us through our website. We also have a raffle. People can buy raffle tickets. And they can also just learn more, sign up for our newsletter, and we often send out, e-alerts to people when there are issues that are coming up for a vote, and we would love more Texans involved in the effort.
And it takes the education to know what you're voting on, and so it helps to
Exactly.
have organizations like yours. Stephanie Ruben, thank you so much today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Guys, get tickets for Friday's Awards Luncheon and learn more about the organization and the wonderful work it does at txchildren.org.